Internet dude for a long time. I was reading the Red Pill, an online advice forum for men. You can't really stoop lower than that.
Ken, I'm realizing that I was in the Red Pill rage phase for a while.
Are you right now?
I'm in London. I just left Bucharest, Romania. Just got banned on YouTube. They banned me on Twitter and TikTok as well. But YouTube was a big one. I've been on there since I was 13. Ronnie, you know that's like you probably grew up on this platform too. I know we're around the same age. So they want me to be broke. They froze my Google AdSense account. They owe me 6 figures. So
damn.
They want me to be dumb, weak, sad, broke. And all you have to do is just keep pushing forward. Focus on the purpose, the greater message, and that's all I'm going to do.
Terminated.
No strikes, nothing. It was just the fact that they didn't like me at all. It's proof that they targeted me, not just the channel. My main channel had no strikes, and even before then, they started age restricting random videos that have been up for months. They started demonetizing random videos that have been up for years. And so I know that they're focusing on me right now, and it's fine. I know that the people want to hear this message, so people will follow the truth. And there's a lot of bullshit. And they're afraid of people like me because they know deep down they're frauds. That's why they're talking about me when I get banned. That's why they celebrate when somebody else's livelihood gets removed, is because they know that they're full of shit. It's annoying. It's a little bit hurtful. I don't want to victimize myself, but it is. But you can't fight hate with hate. You know what they think. You know why they're like this, and so you just have to keep pushing forward. And wherever website I go, I think I'm going to go to Twitch. I guess they can call me a misogynist or an incel, but I love women.
Internet dude for a long time. I was reading the Red Pill, an online advice forum for men. You can't really stoop lower than that.
Ken, I'm realizing that I was in the Red Pill rage phase for a while.
I love everybody. I want the best for people, and that's where I get happiness. So that's how I think a lot of people recognize that my intentions are good, is that I don't really get dopamine from money or from hedonistic shit. I get it from connecting with people. And I genuinely care. The reason that I'm angry, the reason that I've shown anger towards women and the brainwashing is not women's fault. It's the elite's fault. They've programmed us to think all this stuff from TikTok and Instagram and bullshit. So I want to spread love.
Internet dude for a long time. I was reading the Red Pill, an online advice forum for men. You can't really stoop lower than that.
Ken, I'm realizing that I was in the Red Pill rage phase for a while.
And I know it sounds stupid because of all the anger that I really do care. And that's the downfall.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Shout out to the Elite Fleet. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can become a member of the Elite Fleet. And I want to talk about Snakeo getting banned. And I'm going to go deep here because I need you guys to understand something. First of all, do I feel bad for Snakeo? No, not really. I mean, listen, I support free speech. Those of you who've been here know that. I was pissed off when Andrew Tate's channel got deleted. I was like, how are you going to delete Andrew Tate's channel and you letting Cynthia G run her Roger from American Dad looking ass out here and talk about literal genocide? This woman literally got on the YouTube platform and she said black women should delete black male babies. And YouTube did nothing to her. Nothing happened to her. As a matter of fact, the media took her and put her on Fox Soul. How do you put someone on Fox Soul who talked about genocide to black male babies? But see, that's what happens. And the reason I don't feel bad for Snakeo is because if Snakeo would have kept doing the same content he was originally doing, he would have never got banned from YouTube. See, I support anyone who comes in one way or with one message, but Snakeo was never really rep. So Snakeo had a whole different content. He had a whole different channel. He was built on a whole other platform. He's seen the money that was being made in Manosphere, Red Pill, MGTOW content, and he jumped on the gravy train. So therefore, do I feel bad for him? No. Do I think he should have been banned? No. But I don't feel bad for him because at the end of the day, when you go trend hopping, when you go chasing the wave, that's what happens. Here's an early gem for you guys. I'm about to drop hella gems, so stay tuned. But an early gem, you want to create the wave. Do not hop on the wave. I repeat, you want to create the wave. Do not hop on the wave. See, what happens is Kevin Samuels got so big that so many people who were never really MGTOW, never really red pilled, okay, never really Manosphere, never really on any of that crap, all right? Now they want to get in because they seen that bag. They was like, dang, he got 1 million followers. I'm trying to get that bag. Now you pop up with your fresh and fist. Now you get your Snakeos. Now everyone is doing that type of content. Now you got dudes like Mio tutorials and reviews. Now he doing that type of content. Everybody wants to do that type of content now. They like, yeah, run my bag up. Yeah. Well, here's the problem with that. All right? If you light, bright, and 2 shades from white, they're not going to allow you to make that content. I repeat, if you are white, bright and 2 shades from white, they're not gonna allow you to make that content. Now, I don't know if Snakeo was white or not. I don't know. He might have been Hispanic, right? He could have very well be a white Hispanic or a light-skinned Hispanic. Andrew Tate, I believe, has a black dad. But what you guys gotta understand is people go off his sight. When you look at Andrew Tate, he can pass. He looks like a white man. When you look at Snakeo, he can pass. He looks like a white man. And at the end of the day, it's not really about what your race is. It's about the audience you're bringing in. See, if your audience is predominantly white, what does that mean? That means, along with white men, you're also going to be attracting the attention of who? White women. You cannot bash white women. See, everybody wants that Kevin Samuels back, but what you guys got to understand about Kevin Samuels is Kevin Samuels was debating with, cursing out, calling fat, and telling them they're going to die alone and only have a dog and all this extra stuff to black women. Nobody cares what you say to black women. I'm gonna keep it a buck. No one cares what you say to black women. Now, they were able to get Tommy Sotomayor out the paint a few times, which really should have scared everybody, but nobody cared when it happened to Tommy Sotomayor for whatever reason, okay? But for the most part, you can talk all the crap that you want about black women and no one's gonna do anything because nobody cares. Just like you can say, oh, I'm gonna delete black male babies and no one's gonna do anything because nobody cares. But you wouldn't be able to come on this platform and say, oh, I'm gonna delete white male babies. You're not going to be able to come on this platform, for example, and bash white women. They're not going to allow you to do that. Now, if you're smart, right, you might be able to get away with it on MGTOW channel. You might be able to get away with it on MGTOW channel, right? Like someone like Better Bachelor. But in my opinion, you got to be careful with the MGTOW channels too. If you guys don't pay enough attention, a lot of the MGTOW channels, they started changing their name. They started kind of flowing away from directly labeling themselves as MGTOW content. You used to have, now it's the Lonnie Spence Show. It used to be Young Men's Daily Red Pill. A lot of people get away from that red pill content. Richard Cooper's starting to talk about relationships now. Alpha Male Strategies, he's starting to talk about relationships now. They're pivoting away. Now, Better Bachelor is able to survive because not only did he take MGTOW out his name, but he does not show his face. So people can't really get a read on him, and he's not really directly disrespecting women. But then you got other dudes like Coach Greg Adams. And this is why I said it's more about your audience, really, than even your skin color. See, if they can see you, yeah, it's a skin color thing, but it's also about which audience you're bringing in. Coach Greg Adams got completely demonetized. Now, you might say to yourself, damn, why did Coach Greg Adams get completely demonetized? He got completely demonetized because he talks about white women. You can't talk about white women. You start getting it, drawing too much attention from white women in a negative sense. They're like, oh, you bashing us, you talking about us. They're not going to come on here and whine. See, black women just come on here and whine or they argue. White women not going to come on here and whine and argue. They're going to get their torches and their pitchforks and they're going to march down to the Senate and they're going to get your ass banned. That's what they're going to do. They're going to file complaints. They're going to get you out of the paint. You do not want to beef with a Karen. Okay? In any type of legislative way, you don't want no problems with Karen. If it comes down to legislation, Karen's going to get your ass out the paint. And that's what's happening. Karen is getting all the haters out the paint. Coach Greg Adams going to be next. He like 2 steps away from getting banned from the platform. See, if Snakeo would have kept doing what he was doing and would have stayed out of that wave, he'd still have his platform. Part of me feels a little bit bad. Damn, it sucks. 13 years building the channel. But then you decided to trend hop. You decided to chase the wave. So now your channel's gone. And I want all you guys to know that if you have a predominantly white audience, you're not going to be able to go ham on women. You can't do it. See, Fresh and Fit is allowed to survive even though Andrew Tate and Snakeo got kicked off because they predominantly talk about black women. Now, do they have some white women on their show? Yeah, they have some white women on their show. But at the end of the day, they just come at them more so for being delusional. They talk about black women. They call them hood rats. They say they stink. They say they're the lowest tier. They say you should never date them. They call them ghetto baby mamas. Even on the show, they'll tell them to their face, oh, but we'll take white women and Asian women and Hispanic women over you. That's why they're allowed to still run their mouths, because it's like, okay, y'all making us feel a little bit better because, yeah, y'all talking about women, but y'all talking mainly about black women. So we might make a little noise, but we're not going to get them out the paint. See, they see Andrew Tate, they see Snakeo, they see a white fan base, they say, oh, hell no, you got to go. I repeat, they say, oh, hell no, you got to go. And they get you out of the paint. And I want you guys to understand going forward, that's the way it's going to be. Now, do women get to disrespect men a little bit more? Yeah, but like I said, even a white woman, there's certain things she can't say that black women can say. Again, a white woman can't come on here and just be like, oh yeah, all white men should go with black men. All white women should go with black men and just start bashing white men crazy. They kick her ass off the platform too. She can't say delete white male babies. They would kick her ass off the platform too. So it's different rules you have to play by. The only time you can really come on here unfiltered and go ham at the opposite sex is if you're black. Because at the end of the day, nobody cares about black people. That's just real. And even if the black women did write the complaints to kick them off the platform, most of the time it's not going to work. Most of the time it's not going to work. Again, it worked on Tommy Sotomayor, but who else did it work on besides Tommy Sotomayor? Now, if black women start to figure out, right, how they getting Tommy Sotomayor out the paint, and they can apply that to the rest of you guys, then y'all in trouble. But really, Tommy Sotomayor is so aggressive, and he cursed, and he be out here fighting chicks and talking super crazy. That's why it's easy to get him out the paint. But if you talked about black women in the same way Snakeo talk about women, in the same way Andrew Tate talk about women, you will never get banned. That's just real. You will never get banned. So you dudes, listen, and I want to talk about that too. Do you guys understand? YouTube is not a free speech platform. I repeat, YouTube is not a free speech platform. It's YouTube. This is controlled by YouTube. This is why I tell you guys, never trust a YouTuber who became famous off of YouTube. This is why I tell you guys, YouTubers shouldn't even be making fun of broke people, because at the end of the day, anyone can get kicked off of YouTube at any time. And then once you get kicked off of YouTube, what you gonna do? I repeat, once you get kicked off of YouTube, what you gonna do? We seen young Pharaoh get kicked off of YouTube, and we ain't heard nothing from him other than him getting domestic violence charges since he been kicked off of YouTube. So like, you make your money on YouTube, you got your bread. He like, oh, YouTube holding like 6 figures. They got like 6 of my figures. Okay. I mean, at some point you figure they're gonna pay you out, but at the end of the day, now you're gonna have to find something else to do. Now you can try, and I'm gonna just be real with you guys. You can try to go to Twitch. You can try to go to Locos. You can try to go to Rumble. You can try to go wherever you want. But the people are not going to follow you, because at the end of the day, YouTube followers, they YouTube followers. They're just going to find someone else on YouTube who talking the same stuff you talking or similar to you, and they're going to watch that person on YouTube. The likelihood they're going to follow you to that other platform is slim to none. This is why I talk so much about investing and things of that nature and having an actual business. YouTube is not a business. People are like, oh, I work for myself. You do not work for yourself on YouTube. You work for YouTube. I repeat, you do not work for yourself on YouTube. You work for YouTube. YouTube is not a business. You don't get to go on YouTube and say whatever you want. You start saying something that the system don't like, you start saying something that the YouTube don't like, and they kicking your ass off the platform. Dudes be on here talking about some, oh, I'm waking people up, I'm outside the matrix. You're not outside the matrix on YouTube. YouTube is the matrix. Now you can try to speak in code, like I just said, on YouTube, so you can get through to the bots through the matrix, but YouTube is the matrix. You're not all out of the matrix on YouTube. YouTube is literally the matrix. What are you talking about? That's what you guys have to understand. This is not a free speech platform. It's not. YouTube has community policies and guidelines. You have to try them before you even get monetized. So how can you be mad at YouTube? YouTube can ban whoever YouTube wants at the end of the day, whether it's fair or not. Hence why I'm telling you guys, if you're light, bright, and 2 shades from white, you better watch what you're going to say, because Karen going to come and Karen going to report, and they're going to kick your ass off of YouTube. I'm trying to keep it real with you dudes. I'm just trying to be honest with you. And if you don't have any backup plans, if you don't have any other plans in place, okay, you don't have your own streaming platform as you didn't move all your fans to, or you don't have work that you're doing outside of YouTube, and you didn't invest your YouTube money smartly, or whatever the case may be, you could go from the top of the world down to the bottom, just like that. And that's why I'm like, yo, YouTubers sit and make fun of broke people. Oh, you got a job. Oh, you working a 9 to 5. Oh, you broke. Oh, you this, you that. I'm a real boss. I work for myself. I'm a real boss. And then Karen get mad at you and she take your job away like that. You're not a real boss if you work for YouTube. YouTube is your boss. You are not a real boss if you work for YouTube at the end of the day. So rather I think it's fair or not, you can't be mad about it. And again, in Sneakeo's case, if he wouldn't have tried to trend hop, if he wouldn't have tried to wave ride, he'd still have his channel that he's had for like 13 years. But because he wanted to chase the bag, because he wanted to try to get that incel money, the Karens got him out of here. Karens wouldn't have been able to touch him if he's making his original content. So I'm just trying to warn you guys, if you coming on YouTube, you light bright, 2 shades from white, or you have a white male audience, you cannot talk crazy. You cannot say the same things that you might hear other red pillars saying, or that you might hear other manosphere people saying. You can't bash the same way, because Karen's not going to allow that. And the power that be is going to bash Karen up. Just like I said, in reverse, a white woman, she could talk a little bit of stuff, but she cannot talk at the end of the day as reckless about her men as black men can. Because the system going to get her out the paint too. You're only really allowed to go ham like that in the black community. You cannot do that in the white community. You can't. You got to be sly about it. You got to talk in code. You better learn how to code your language. You better learn how not to offend people. And people be like, nah, I'm not selling out. First of all, honestly, if you're speaking about anything that doesn't have to do with relationships, you're technically sold out already anyway. Because the Matrix is clearly trying to divide men and women from each other right now. And the push of feminism should show you that. But that's neither here nor there. If you want to talk that message, if you want to talk that talk, you better learn how to code your language unless you're talking to the sisters or you're talking to the brothers, because you're not going to be allowed to talk about white men and white women but in a certain type of way. So Snakeo needs to be a lesson. Like I said, y'all should have been paying attention with Tommy Sotomayor, but most of y'all wasn't. But Andrew Tate didn't teach y'all a lesson. Snakeo should be a lesson. You're either going to have to start talking about male self-improvement, or you better start talking about relationships, or you better find a way to curve your language, because you're not going to come on here and disrespect Sarah, Rebecca, and Elizabeth. They're not having it. They're not having it. They're going to file the paperwork. They're going to go to YouTube. They're going to be like, get this dude off the platform. And YouTube's going to buy it. Dude talking about something, I ain't have no strikes. It doesn't matter if you didn't have any strikes. This is YouTube's platform at the end of the day. I repeat, this is YouTube's platform at the end of the day. It doesn't matter if you had any strikes or not. So that's the message that I'm delivering to you guys, man. Switch the content up. Create a new lane. Code your language. Make a new platform. Find a way to say what you want to say under the guise, or just get off the platform. You can do that too. Make your own platform. Get off the platform. But the thing is, because it's come to YouTube and YouTube is free speech. YouTube is not free speech. YouTube is not free speech. YouTube is YouTube. This is like being on Fox News. It's like being on ESPN. You sign a contract, they pay you your money. If you don't abide by the rules, they fire you. You can get fired from YouTube. I repeat, you can be fired from YouTube. This is not your business. You don't own this. If you want free speech, make your own platform. As long as you're on YouTube, you're coming off the YouTube. These is YouTube. These people are subscribers from YouTube. They watch YouTube. These aren't your people. You didn't build this platform. You didn't put no money into this platform. So at the end of the day, this is not your business. Stop looking at YouTube like this is your business. This is not your business. You work for YouTube. YouTube is a job like anything else. So switch your content up, man. I'm telling y'all, if you like Bright 2 Shades from White, switch your content up. If you have a predominantly white male fan base, switch your content up. Otherwise, you're going to see more dominoes falling like that. I am Alex, and I am out.